3 cases, 3 countries, each ended with a fatal incident the next day. The next morning, they went to school but never came back. In each case, the night before it happened, the dog barked at night. So if your dog starts barking at night, do not go to school tomorrow. Do not ride. Stay home. This warning began after what happened in a small town outside Chicago. A 16-year-old girl, Emma Reeves, stayed up late the night before her midterm exams. Around 2:40 a.m., her dog, Milo, began barking. Not at the door, not outside, but at her. He stood at the foot of her bed, teeth showing, tail stiff, eyes fixed on her face. She laughed and told him to stop. Her parents later said they had never seen Milo act that way before. By morning, the barking had stopped. The house was quiet. She left for school at 7:10 a.m. It was raining, light, cold, ordinary. The school bus followed the same route down Route 59. At 7:32 a.m., dashcam footage showed the wipers moving fast, visibility low. Then, for less than half a second, a white shape crossed in front of the bus, like a face inside fog. The driver swerved. The bus rolled into a ditch. Out of 30 students, only 9 survived. Emma was not one of them. When rescuers pulled her out, there were no broken bones, no deep cuts, only a faint gray mark around her throat, like a handprint made of smoke. The doctors couldn't explain it. They said she looked peaceful, as if she had simply stopped breathing. That night, when investigators came to the Reeves house to question her parents, Milo barked again. Same time, same spot, facing the empty hallway where Emma used to stand. One officer said he felt a cold wind move past his legs. He thought it was just a draft from an open window. But the windows were all closed. The next report came from England, a small town near Somerset. Late at night, a boy's dog started barking at him, not at the window, not at the door, directly at him. The family said it wasn't normal barking. It was slow, deep, like the dog was warning him. The boy, Oliver Trent, laughed it off. He told his mother, "He's just scared of thunder." But that night, there was no thunder, just silence after every bark. At 3:12 a.m., the dog barked again, louder. It stood at the foot of his bed, teeth showing but not growling. It was smiling. The next morning, Oliver left for school on his bike. It was only a 15-minute ride down the same road he took every day. Halfway there, a man driving behind him said he saw a black dog appear out of nowhere. It wasn't running, it was standing still, right in the middle of the lane, staring at Oliver. He tried to swerve, but the dog moved exactly where he turned. The man said it looked like the animal wasn't touching the road at all. Oliver hit the brake too late. His bike went down hard. When the man reached him, there was no dog, just the boy, lying still, eyes open. Later, when police reviewed dashcam footage from another car, they noticed something strange. The shape that appeared in front of Oliver's bike didn't have a shadow. And for one frame, only one, its face looked wrong. It was stretched, wide, and the teeth were human. The family said the dog wouldn't stop barking that night even after Oliver's death. It sat by his empty bed until morning. When officers entered the room, they found deep scratch marks on the floorboards, shaped like claws, but too long to belong to a real dog. The third case happened in Canada, near a quiet suburb outside Edmonton. It was early winter. The roads were still wet from melting snow. 2 girls, Maya and her best friend Alisa, walked to school every morning together. It was routine, same road, same corner, same time. Nothing strange ever happened before that night. But on the evening before the accident, Maya's dog, Toby, began barking nonstop. It wasn't normal barking. It sounded panicked, like he was trying to warn her. He stood at the window, staring out toward the street where she usually walked. Every few seconds, he growled softly, then barked again, louder each time. When Maya tried to calm him, Toby did something he never did before. He bared his teeth at her, not in anger, but in fear. His eyes were wide, focused on something behind her. The next morning, Maya still decided to go. Her mother begged her to wait for her father to drop her off, but she said, "No, it's fine. We'll go together. It's just 10 minutes." So she and Alisa left home. It was around 7:28 a.m. By 8 o'clock, police were at the site. A truck had hit them near the curve before the school gates. Maya died instantly. Alisa survived, but when paramedics arrived, she couldn't stop screaming. She said the truck driver's face didn't look human. It was wrong. The skin was stretched too tight, like a mask pulled over something underneath. Its eyes were completely black, and it smiled before hitting them. At first, everyone assumed shock or trauma. But when investigators checked the nearby CCTV footage, they saw exactly what Alisa described. A truck moving fast, no visible license plate, no company logo, no reflection on the windshield. And when the frame paused at the exact second before impact, the driver's face turned toward the camera. But it wasn't a face, just a blur of pale gray, with the mouth open too wide, and no human shape inside the cabin. No steering wheel, no hands. When police tried to trace the truck, no company in Canada had that model registered. The brand logo on the front grille didn't match any known manufacturer. It was something between two designs, like someone tried to copy what a truck should look like and got it wrong. Later that week, the footage mysteriously disappeared from the police server. Even the printed reports were gone. The case was quietly closed as a vehicular malfunction, but Alisa told one of her teachers something that stayed. She said, "It wasn't a truck. It was looking at us." And the most disturbing part, the night before the crash, several neighbors heard Toby barking again, but not at the window this time. He was barking at the road, at something invisible, slowly moving down the street. Every story started the same way. A dog barking at night. Not warning, not fear, something else. Something it saw before anyone else could. Each time, the next morning ended in death. A bus, a bike, a truck. Different roads, same sound before it happened. People say dogs sense earthquakes or storms. Maybe, but sometimes what they sense isn't natural. Sometimes they're not barking at what's coming. They're barking at what's already here. If your dog starts barking in the dark for no reason, don't shout. Don't move closer. And whatever happens, don't go to school the next morning. It won't be a coincidence. And if you listen carefully, you'll notice something new between the barks. A second breath. Not yours. Not the dog's. When that breath stops, that's when it begins.